Apex Legends Season 25's update features a new legend named Sparrow and his adorable cat Artemis, weapon updates, and the return of Arenas. Well, okay, kind of. Arenas is back as a limited time mode and has been adjusted to fit the recent TTK change and new legends that have been introduced since Arenas was sunset. Whether it's for better or for worse, yes, Arenas has updated weapon options like purchasing dual P2020s for your loadout. Instead of matches being drawn out, an Arenas match will end when a team wins 3 matches. Later in the season, maybe after the split, probably they haven't said, Arenas will be switched to a 1v1 match format where you and an enemy will face each other and whoever gets the most amount of kills in 5 minutes wins. Season 25's weapon changes are pretty significant though. The Boceck is back as ground loot but will only have 40 arrows in its reserve. Here's the most interesting part. Arrows will not be available as ground loot, so the only arrows you can use are the ones you get from picking up the bow, arrows off dead bodies, or arrows you retrieve that you've shot. Additionally, the Boceck can now be charged up like the Rampage, but with a frag grenade. This gives you the ability to shoot explosive arrows. When you fire an explosive arrow at an enemy and you hit them, you'll deal base arrow damage. And if the arrow is near the enemy after 2 seconds, because it falls off, it will explode and deal 25 damage to them. You can also just shoot near the enemy if you're not confident that your shots will hit, and you'll just get the 25 AoE damage. And yes, if Ballistic equips the Boceck into a sling slot when he ults, Ballistic will have a fully charged Boceck at his disposal. Speaking of other weapons rotating from care packages, the Havoc can be found as ground loot, but won't take the select fire receiver as an attachment anymore. You can expect the Havoc to be where it was at, however, before it was thrown into the care package. So it'll be pretty strong. The triple take is being put back into the care package with a huge buff with its faster choke time and now equipped with a gun shield generator hop-up. You can expect the triple take to be a pretty valuable pickup this season. The P2020s have had a slight reduction to their mag capacity, but it largely wasn't touched after the slight tweak it was given this last season split. The Skull Piercer hop-up is back and will be even more devastating since Season 25 introduces the gold sniper stock into the loot pool. The gold sniper stock will let you run at full speed with a sniper rifle or marksman weapon out. Now for the part that y'all are probably most excited about, we're finally getting a bow specialist legend in Apex, and he's apparently a prodigy bounty hunter entering the games. Sparrow is the 27th legend and has an extremely versatile kit as someone in the recon class. Sparrow will be unlocked for everyone at the start of the season, and you can actually keep him if you complete his challenges. Sparrow will get the Recon Legend perks of having faster survey beacon scan times and threat vision when aiming down sights, which basically highlights enemies in front of them. Threat vision doesn't work through smoke though, so just keep that in mind. Additionally, since Sparrow is an expert with the bow, whenever he picks up the Boceck, he'll be able to carry 50 arrows, 10 extra, and get 2 extra explosive arrows, totaling the count at around 8 arrows when he charges the bow. As for his abilities, his passive is a double jump, so he can double jump with a small cooldown between uses, and the little icon kind of looks like the Ash Dash charge. His tactical is Tracker Dart, and he can shoot out a tracker dart that will scan a spherical area and mark any enemies within its line of sight. It will not go through walls. The dart can also be shot to scan a survey beacon from quite a distance. Sparrow can shoot his ultimate, Stinger Bolt, and it will shoot on an arrow that will land and hit multiple targets within its range with electrical blasts, slowing and dealing 20 damage to enemies. And the Stinger Bolt will shoot out 5 times max, but can be shot and destroyed once deployed. In looking at Sparrow's Evo upgrades, you can tell which passive is going to be the best, and looking at his second Evo level, you can choose between Hunt Target or Extra Traps. Hunt Target lets Sparrow get a speed boost when running towards a marked enemy that he's hit with his tactical. And with Extra Traps, Sparrow can get an additional tactical charge, and he can place 2 of those recon bolts in the world. Now, his third Evo level evolution will include Life Siphon or Alternate Mode. So, Life Siphon will allow Sparrow's health and shields to be recovered if enemies are damaged by his ultimate. However, the alternate mode will ensure that Sparrow's ultimate only has 3 charges that fire fewer pulses in a smaller radius, but the pulses still deal 20 damage per hit. Now, the alternate mode, the second option, allows Sparrow to have 2 ultimate charges. So as you can see, the best upgrades to take are Hunt Target and Life Siphon. Hunt Target gives you the speed boost Bangalore gets as double time, and once you've marked your target with your tactical, you'll most likely be moving closer to your enemies anyways. Getting active tracking and the speed boost will help you take advantage of Sparrow's mobility to quickly catch an enemy team off guard. If you're less aggressive, taking the extra traps isn't a bad call. However, with the way the weapons are tuned and having faster TTK, you'll most likely want to be moving into the fight faster and be the initiator, so ultimately taking Hunt Target will benefit you the most. Taking Life Siphon isn't always a guarantee it'll give your health back, since Sparrow's ultimate can be destroyed. However, Life Siphon will give you a ton of health and shield health back per hit on enemies. So this could make or break a push situation where you want to rush a team and get a little bit of active healing during the fight. This can also be utilized in later game circles where you may be wanting to save some healing items for the end game and need to top off by doing some damage to some enemies. Sparrow can keep up with his teammates, so his team comp can be pretty dynamic. Ashe and Pathfinder might be the better legends according to the developers, but if your team is wanting to play a little bit more defensively, replacing Pathfinder or Ashe with Lifeline would work pretty well. Speaking of, Pathfinder has actually been given a buff, something players have been asking for since forever, and his grapple now has a 10-second cooldown, and his Zipline Zen passive is back, where he takes 50% less damage when he's riding on his charged zipline. His new Evo level 3 upgrade will be between getting a second ultimate charge or a second grapple charge. Assault Legends will no longer have the enemy scan on shield cracks and will only be able to see the health of the enemy for 3 seconds. The movement speed buff will also only be applied now when Assault Legends are sprinting. Skirmishers have also been tweaked slightly, and these legends will no longer get an extra ability charge when knocking enemies, but they'll still receive the 50 health regen. Apex Legends Season 25 is slated to drop Tuesday, May 6th, and I'm actually going to be able to stream the new season a little bit early, so keep an eye out for that on Sunday at 1 p.m. PST this weekend. But what do you think of these changes so far? I'm really excited to play Sparrow because I think he's going to change up the game quite a bit, even though I suck at using Boceck. But let me know, what do you think? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.